Alright, in this episode we're going to cover how to implement a collectible system and a super simple score. So at the end of this video, when we hit play, I want to be able to have a little coin spinning. I want to be able to pick it up and it add a score. So it says 1 on the top left, pick up another one, now it says 2, 3, 4. So I pick up 4 and I have a score of 4. That's what we want to cover in this video. So to get started, I'm going to delete these. And I'm going to create a new blueprint. Blueprint class. Actor. It's actor because we're not going to be possessing it. We're not going to be controlling it in any way. It's just going to be there. So actor. BP underscore collectible. And to get the coin, we need to add a static mesh. Call this coin. Change the static mesh to be the collectible mesh. Excellent. And then we need a sphere collision so that we can overlap it in a radius about 50, 60. Cool. With the sphere collected, the sphere collision, I'm going to scroll down to the on component begin overlap. So as soon as our character begins touching it, it's going to fire off this execution node. And what we want it to do is make sure that it's the player that touched the coin and not like an enemy or another coin touching it or whatever. It needs to only be able to be interacted with the character that the player is playing. Then I want it to add score. Then I want it to print the score out. Then I want it to destroy itself. So if we go to, let's see. If we choose other actor here, so this is all of the information we get whenever we overlap with something. So we want to check if the other actor that's overlapping with this coin, we want to cast it to the custom character. So for now, just think of this as like an if. So something is overlapped with our sphere. If it's the custom character, then we may continue. If it is not the custom character, like maybe we have an enemy and it touches the coin, then it would go here. Cast failed. Alright. Now this is where we're going to add the score. And we want to change it on the character, but we don't have a score variable yet. So let's talk about variables. Hit Control Space to open up your files. Open the custom character. Delete this. And on the bottom left here, we have variables. Okay. To add one, we just hit this little plus sign. And we want to add a score. So when you create a new variable for the first time, it's going to default to Boolean. We don't want our score to be a Boolean. It can't be true or false. But we do want it to be an integer. So all you do is select this little drop down, go up to integer, choose that. Make sure you hit compile. A variable does not exist until you hit compile. It's not fully created until it's compiled. Now back in the collectible, so we have a score, and it should have a default value of 0. Back in the collectible, we can drag off of as custom character, and we can get the score. So to be clear, if I drag off of other actor, and I type get score, I have nothing. Because actors don't have score. My custom character has a score. So as the custom character that's overlapping with the coin, I'm going to get the score. And then I want to add to it. So I'm just going to do increment by 1. I just want to add 1. So now whenever I pick it up as a character, I'm going to increase my score variable by 1. To prove that, I want to just print out something to the screen. And this is basically the debug.log for Unreal. I'm going to drag the score into this. And this is going to automatically pop up. So what this does is it changes the integer into a string so that it can be printed. And finally, destroy actor. Excellent. So in the map, we have, if I drag in my collectible, move it up, I'm going to hold down Alt so I can make a few copies. Then I'm going to hit play. So I have my static coins over there. When I overlap them, it says 1 in the top left. Excellent. I got 1 point, 2 points, and 3 points. Now, I don't know about y'all, but those collectibles look awfully boring, just sitting there. They don't really entice me to go pick them up. If they were hidden well enough, you might not even know that they were there. So to encourage the player to go seek them out, make them a little bit more satisfying to pick up, we're going to make them rotate. Now to do that, I could write code that makes them rotate, and I can get real specific with it. If there's like a specific kind of rotation I want, maybe I want it to move up and down too and rotate all kinds of different ways. Or I can just add a component called rotating movement. And then there's lots of settings over here, but I'm just going to hit play. And now all my coins are rotating. So it's an easy, quick way to just get simple rotation. Now, if you have a bunch of these, it's not the most efficient way to get something to rotate, but for something like this, it's perfect because we're not going to have a whole bunch of these. So they're all spinning, but it's kind of weird that they're all spinning at the same rate, or rather, they're all the same. To me, it's a little off-putting. It's more satisfying than if they were still, but I want to go for maximum satisfaction. So I'm going to pre-rotate some of these so that they're offset. Now when I hit play, they're still rotating at the same speed, but they started at different points, so they're always going to be off. And those look a lot better. Just when you see multiple on at the same time, it looks way better if they're just a little bit different. Now I can pick them up. They still act the exact same way. Cool. And that is collectibles. Excellent. Thank you for watching.